Hey friends, this is the Ram Man. Here's just some information that may be helpful to you. Maybe save you some time, some money, and some grief. So, we don't ship out too many of the early style locking hubs anymore. When I say early style, I'm talking about them first ones, 94 to 99 with that Dana 60. And of course, we got Lauren Miller. He's got him a 96 going off to Beaumont, Texas. And he's a good old boy. But I wanted to talk about the kit for those early Dodges, because they're a little bit different. So, of course, if you've worked on these buggies, you're familiar with it. So, these older trucks, the rotor, the funny pattern, mounts to the back. Mounts to the back. Just like that. That's how the early design is. And then, of course, in 2000, they went to a front mount rotor. And so, you need to knock your studs out, take your rotor off, move your rotors off to your new hubs, and drive your studs in. So, these early hubs, they look different than all your other hubs. They only have one wheel register right here. They don't have a rotor register. This is the wheel register, or the pilot. There's just one. Whereas all later designs, it doesn't matter whether you're talking about GM, Ford, Dodge, or whatever, of course, a front mount rotor has to have a pilot or a center for the rotor, and then the second one is for the wheel. That's what centers your stuff up and gives you a smooth ride. They're not stud or lug centered anymore. Got the center pilot. The other thing that's a little bit different is our Dodge hubs. They have a little bit different dimension than the Fords. And so, there's about a 600 difference. So, we engineered and made these awesome plates, as you can see, that fit down extremely snug. And gives us our spacing. So now we have the spacing. And of course, it comes with the longer bolts and nuts. You folks that are familiar with me, you know my old man used to cuss, yell, and scream about shit that he thought didn't have all the parts. Didn't matter whether it's a clutch kit or a screen door for the front of the house. So, they beat that into me. So, and then we, of course, we have our shafts. We have our shafts. And then, of course, I ship them with these badass stainless steel mile marker lockers. Now, I have a lot of people that ask me about these mile markers, and I'll put it to you this way. These are billet. There ain't anything that even looks like it was billet on any other brand. I'm not even gonna mention it. Plastic bodies, aluminum cast gears, I'm not gonna beat it up. If you can show me some locker that's all steel and stainless steel and uses a billet puck, tell you what I'll do. I'll hop on the plane, I'll fly up, and I'll stick around for about a month, and I'll mow your yard every week and clean your house and wash your driveway, if you can show me that, with another brand. That's one of the reasons I run them. They are basically bulletproof. Now, moving on, for the skeptics. These early trucks, some had the ABS and some didn't have the ABS. And if you don't have the ABS, we just bolt on, send you with a little plug. It plugs up the ABS hole. But on these early models, they got that rinky-dink external ABS deal with them shafts. Everything's exposed. They're inside the knuckle to all the bullshit, dirt, grease, and mud. I don't know whose bright idea that was. So at the same time, you get to convert to an internal ABS, just like everything else in the world since the late 90s or 2000s. And don't let this scare you. A lot of people are scared of this stuff. These are passive sensors, unlike the later style. This isn't rocket science. So, already send them with the ends clipped off. If you'll notice that there's only 2 wires inside of these. And shit, they're even color coded so that you know which one's which, but you don't have to do that. Anybody that basically knows anything about electrical systems, 2 wires, kind of 2 wire. So, all you have to do is snip your wire wherever you want to and connect it up to your new wire. If you want to use crimp connectors, you want to solder them, you don't want to run them at all, you want to stick on a couple of wire nuts, that is completely up to you. But, so, don't be scared. It's only 2 wires. And you can match the colors if you're really scared. So, you get to put on these badass locking hubs, which allows you to completely free spin. You getting these big old mile markers, and you're converting that ABS from that Mickey Mouse external setup to the internal setup. How could you go wrong? So, there you go. There's a full explanation of the lock and hub kit for the early Dodges, 1994 through 1999. I hope it was helpful. Hope you got a lot out of it. It'll completely change your buggy. Completely change it. Not only does the wear and tear go down, gas mileage goes up. Of course, all the parameters go up on it. A 2-wheel drive outperforms a 4-wheel drive in all 4 of the major parameters. Top speed goes up. Braking distance usually shortens. Acceleration goes up. Right? And you got your gas mileage thing too. So, that's about it, my friends. Hope this was helpful. And all I got to say is God bless you. God bless America. And happy trucking. Bye.